Nox 2023 has arrived, so let's go through the top paddle rackets and see how they perform on court. Let's go. Up first, we've got the three different Pro Cups. We've got the normal Pro Cup, the Pro Cup Rough, and this is the Pro Cup Luxury. So all three of them are round, they're control based, they're very soft and comfortable with low balance so it doesn't feel too head heavy. They've all got large sweet spots. The actual differences between them is that the rough one obviously has a rough surface compared to this smooth one. This luxury version also has a rough surface as well. It's both got a sandpaper type finish, but the main difference is that the Pro Cup Luxury has a 3K carbon surface. That's stronger than just the fiberglass on this. So these two are a little bit softer. Pro Cup Luxury should offer a little bit more power when you're striking the ball. This luxury one as well has got this anti-vibration system, so it reduces the vibrations to your arm when you strike the ball. All right guys, I'm gonna test the Pro Cup first. Jigo's got the Pro Cup Rough, so we're gonna see if we see any differences and kind of compare the two. Let's have some volleys first with this one. Could feel a big sweet spot on that one. Quite easy to control and get a feel for the ball. Let's try the rough now. I'm gonna try and get like more spin with it, see if that helps. Sweet. That was good. This one feels nice. The rough surface actually makes you feel a bit firmer. That Pro Cup was like all out comfort and control, whereas this one's a bit firmer, but definitely felt like I could get a bit more grip on the ball. Felt like the ball come on this one a little bit faster. So I think the rough surface hardens it up, so it's not quite as comfortable. Right, Pro Cup Luxury now. Backhand volleys. Couple up. Wow, okay, yeah, it definitely feels firmer. Because of the carbon surface, definitely felt more power on that one. I still think for me, like the standard ML10 and the rough are like just really good price as well. I think the luxury is good, but I don't think it's the same as the ML10. It's basically a different racket. Next up, we've got the MJ10 and the MP10. These are the two sisters used by the pro players in the World Padel Tour. So you've got Majo Sanchez and Mappy Sanchez, MJ, MP. I'll tell you at the end of the video, by the way, out of all of these rackets, which are my favorite. But regarding these two, this one is a teardrop shape and this one is round. This one is round, control based, big sweet spot, low balance. It's quite comfortable, carbon frame, rough surface. They both got these sort of sandpapery surfaces. This uses 3K carbon on the surface and a soft core, whereas this one uses 12K carbon and it's got a multi-layered black Eva core and it's teardrop as well. So this one's definitely more attacking. You could maybe argue that players that play on the left, the more aggressive side, could use this, and players on the right could use this for a more consistent game. All right, let's test the MJ10 now. This is the teardrop, more attacking one. Oh, yes. Oh. Okay, it's definitely powerful. This one is really powerful. It almost feels diamond, that's how powerful it is. Ball come off the racket quite quick there. Have a couple volleys. Oh, like I said before, like for players that want to play on the left, play a little bit more aggressive, this one will be a good choice. Feels pretty powerful. This is the MP10, remember this is the more control and comfortable one now. Let's try some volleys. Yeah, you definitely feel the difference in the shape straight away. This one, big sweet spot, quite comfortable. It had decent striking power, to be fair, like I said earlier, because it's got that carbon 3K on the surface, but it just feels a lot nicer, a bit more maneuverable in the hand. Next up, we've got the 8010 Genius 12K, the Arena, and then we've got the ML10 Bahia. Now, these are the two that I cannot see an actual difference with. They've got the same technologies, the same shape, the same properties. When I was researching, I was struggling to see what the difference is between these two. However, the design is different, and this one has like a sandpaper surface, whereas this one is like little raised honeycomb like bumps all over the surface. They're both teardrop shape, both got medium balance, 12K carbon, a soft core, it's got rough surfaces, they both got DCS to get more structure. I think it's going to give a really good balance of power and control, both of these, and I'll see if I can notice a difference. Right, I'm going to try the Genius one first, so that's the one with the more sandpaper surface rather than like the raised bumps. Good, this one feels really good, really comfortable. Again, the balance of power control is really nice. The MJ10 I did earlier that was also teardrop, that one feels more powerful. This one feels more balanced, and I always found that with the Tapia rackets. This one feels more balanced of power control, so you can get the power, but the control is really nice as well. Yeah, so I said this earlier, that sandpaper surface makes the racket feel firmer for me, whereas this feels softer. Balance of power and control, but the actual feel on the ball feels like you're using like the Pro Cup. It's quite soft. All right, this is the 8010 Genius Attack Padel Racket. This is a beautiful racket. I love the design. I think it looks really, really cool. It's a diamond shape, soft core, 18K carbon, so super strong carbon. Got a carbon frame as well, a rough surface. It's got DCS, AVS. The main difference between this one is it's got the 18K carbon and it's obviously diamond shape to give even more power. The sweet spot's going to be high, the balance is quite high, I can feel that already. This one's going to give you lots of power. Players that want to do like the smash, aggressive shots, this is going to be ideal. For this attack, I'm going to do smashes because it kind of makes sense. It's one of the most attacking rackets in the range. This is the first diamond one we've practiced with. You can obviously see it's like cold and wet, so the smashes aren't really going to go anywhere, but I'm hoping I can still feel a lot of power. With the carbon, the ball just comes off the racket faster. So when it comes to like a smash, you're gonna get a lot of power. Let's do like 3-4 volleys. All right, if you're like new to the sport, I probably wouldn't recommend it because I could feel the sweet spot being a bit smaller and higher up on the racket. Like you have to hit it high to get a real good, clean sound. Whereas if you've been playing the sport a while, you'll be able to adjust this, and that's where you'll be able to get tons and tons of power. Moving on to this one, you can see from this grip that I've already actually used this one. I used it last night in a game. This is the 8010 18K racket, Augustin Tapia paddle racket. The last one we had from last year was one of our best selling models. Like it was an unreal racket. This one is a teardrop shape, medium balance, 18K carbon again, a soft core. But I think the combination of the strong carbon with the teardrop shape and then all of the other technologies, like it's got the rough surface, it's got the carbon frame, it's got AVS, it's got DCS, just makes this such a perfect balance between power and control. The difference between this two is this one's diamond and this one is teardrop. Right, now time for the big one, the Tapia 18K. I used this one last night in a game and I actually won the match, so we'll see how it performs now. Balance of power and control is really nice. Like it kind of feels a bit like the Bahia and the Arena from earlier, but feels a bit faster, a bit more powerful and stronger. Next up, we've got the Nox Tempo World Paddle Tour, famous racket in the Nox collection. This one's been in the range for 3-4 years now. The one thing I'm a little bit gutted about is I think it looks too black. They've got the blue and they've got the blue smart strap as well, but last year it was a lot bluer and I really like that. I think it looks too black this year, so that's the only downside on the design. Apart from that, the racket's amazing. It's got a slightly different core. It's got a black Eva core, which again is stronger, gonna give you more power. It's got 12K carbon on the surface. It's a teardrop shape, gonna give you a really good balance of power and control. Got all the technologies like AVS, DCS, carbon frame, got a rough surface. Again, it's gonna give you that good balance between power and control. All right, let's try it. I'm imagining this is gonna feel similar to the Bahia, the Arena, the 18K, because the only real difference is the core, but apart from that, it's basically the same racket. Okay, I think this one has got the best balance of power and control so far. I think you could see there I could really place the ball where I wanted to, but when I wanted to play hard and get the power, you really can. It feels really comfortable as well. So that's got to be down to the difference in the core. So the surface is 12K, which is the same, but the core is the black Eva core. Finally, we've got the Nox Nerbo, which again, I wish they'd done a bit more with the coloring. This looks cool with the red here, but I think on the actual surface of the racket, if they made this like black and red, it would look even better. This uses 18K carbon, so again, really, really strong. It's got that black Eva core, so you're gonna get tons of power with this one, even more power than you will with that other attack one. Probably, in theory, should be the most powerful racket in the entire Nox range. And then it's got all the other technologies like carbon frame, AVS, DCS, a rough surface, diamond shape, high sweet spot, and high balance. Let's do some aggressive shots and really feel if we can test that power. Sorry. Oh. Sorry. Oh, it's the Nerbo. How's that feel? That hurt? Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh. This power is mental. That is really strong. Like this, it's very, very powerful. Like it's effortless. The ball just flies off it really fast. It stays so low off the glass. I know it's a bit wet. That was mental. Okay, so this one was my favorite. It's the racket I probably will use this year for a lot. This is the 8010 18K. It might not fit your game perfectly, but for me, it's a perfect balance of power and control. So I would definitely recommend this one. For most aggressive players, I gotta say the Nerbo, like this was so powerful. Like the ball just come off the racket so quick. It was just effortless. So players that are really aggressive, maybe players that play on the left and maybe a bit taller, a bit stronger, this would be ideal. These two, ideal for sort of intermediate, even advanced players could use this. Like they're a super good price, really easy to use, great comfort, great control. Even a beginner could pick this up and have fun with it because it's so easy to use. So I would recommend these as well for intermediate players that like control. I don't have time to go through all of them or test every single kind of shot with them. So if you've got any other questions, leave them in the comments below, or you can text me on WhatsApp. You can contact me personally and I'll reply to you as quick as possible with more information, because I definitely do have more about these rackets, but I can't fit it all into one video. Hope you enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe and drop a like on this video.